Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
Set to kick off.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's complete to the tight end Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Second and 11 at the 41. Out of the gun, Watson. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now a handoff looking right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Number 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
Touchdown, LA. Stephon Diggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
He's across
a gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Get off the field. 29 is the Mike 29. Well left. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he got Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Check. 41 Mike. Time to go, night.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red red zone now. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Listen. Check 24. Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1's Mike. Come on, boy.
To throw again, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Russell Wilson.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
29 is Mike 29. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. 25.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. It's a party now. It's a party now. Alert.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
32-yard line.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Check 3. Alert flare.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Double dog. That's the way. Mike's by 4. So we got man.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. Zebra, zebra. Check line 54.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
You. Check. Clear.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got it. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
He's checking. Crash. Tighten up. Switch. 41 right.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Rams.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. And a Rams 1st down.
Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Right there, 54.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
29 is the Mike 29.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
What's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The left side caught by Diggs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
Los Angeles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he returns this to the 22.
Hill on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Nick Chubb, 78 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run again with Hunt. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Check.
They'll give it to Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
The ball carrier.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Mike by 4. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check nine. Check out right there. Good job right there.
Here's Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Got it.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Rams 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. From the gun, Watson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And again, it's Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
41's coming. 41's a Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
A run for Nick Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 14, 14, got it.
We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by David Long. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Going deep for Diggs. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and he'll force the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Don't worry about it, baby. I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
Stephon Diggs, 76 yards. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Seahawks on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Wilson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for Seattle. That's pulled in at the 32. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. He'll look to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. To throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.